Prayers up, blessings up. So this is composting 101. I'm going to show you an example of how I use the compost that I've been making. And also, I'm going to show you how I'm going to start some new compost going. This right here is like it's a beautiful plant. It got big purple flowers that grow all over it. And it's just a real nice plant, but it looked like it was about to die, right? And so what I did was I did a video about this where I got some Comfrey plant and I made a fertilizer out of it. I have purple flowers on it, and it's just a beautiful plant. If I feel like it's dying, so look at this. This is a Comfrey plant, right? So check this out. This done help my nephew heal his knees. This plant is real good for like curing things. I did a post on it. Our son broke his toe, and we wrapped it in this plant, and it brought it back. We gave one of these plants away, but people in the comments were saying it's a real good fertilizer. So watch this. Watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna blend this thing up. All right, check this out. Ooh, that look like some supercharged fertilizer. Hold on one second. Gang, I got some rainwater right here I collect from the roof when it rains. I'm gonna mix this in with the rainwater. I'm gonna dump this on here like this. I'm gonna keep y'all in the loop how this works. So check this, right? This right here, that's the Comfrey plant that I use to make the fertilizer. So I you know, just like what I showed you, I blended that thing up and I dropped it on here. Now look. This is like a week ago. Look, it's growing back. I did that to this plant and to this mango plant right here. This mango plant right here was about to die, and it came right back. All them leaves on the top is new from that Comfrey fertilizer. So that's super lit. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this plant right here, this purple flower plant. I forget what it's called, but it's real nice. And I'm gonna plant it in here because when I posted that post, a lot of people were saying the roots ain't have enough room to grow. So I'm gonna transplant this thing, right? So here, look at the compost. So we've been composting. So I'm gonna use the majority of this compost right here in this bucket, and I'm gonna put it in the bottom of this, right? And then I'm gonna put that plant in this big one. And then I'm gonna start another batch of compost. I'm gonna show you how I do that. So we're just getting this compost out of here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I could just dump it in. It'll be easier.
Yeah, that would be way faster.
Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna pour some of this out of here. But all this is just from stuff that I got right here around the house. So this is nutrient dense soil right here. And now I'm gonna put this inside of that. I just thought about this. What I'm gonna do is, for that plant, I'm gonna take a few of these Comfrey leaves and I'm gonna put it right up underneath the root. So the root can dig in to these Comfrey leaves and get them nutrients to make it grow better, man. Because I'm gonna keep y'all in the loop on this. I'm gonna drop these Comfrey leaves. Look in here. I'm dropping them Comfrey leaves right here, and I'm gonna set these roots right on top of it. Natural fertilizer. We're gonna see how this thing works. Now I'm gonna start working on some making some more compost. So compost is just carbon, nitrogen, and oxygen for the most part. So an easy way to think about it is like nitrogen is like green things, fruits, vegetables, living plants, and then carbon is like dead things like these brown leaves like this. I collected a bunch of these. I'm gonna use these, or like wood chips or things like this is carbon. So you wanna do like a mix of a third nitrogen. So this is all nitrogen. This right here is a Mexican sunflower plant. This plant actually is great for bug bites, skin irritations, rashes, cuts. It make your skin heal super fast. It's a trip. I've used it plenty of times. Look, this one of the flowers that fell off. So it's just getting big and it grows real fast. So I'm just trimming this down for this, for just more nutrients for this soil. We're making this compost. So this is an example of nitrogen. I'm gonna show you some more nitrogen in a minute. I got like a watermelon that we cut up. I'm gonna drop that watermelon in there. And then so it's like a third, when you're making compost, what I've been doing is a third nitrogen, a third carbon, which is like dead brown things, and a third of soil that I get out of the ground or compost that I already got. So I'll show you how this come together in a second. Got some nitrogen right here. Another thing I'm gonna cut up is this Cuban oregano right here. Just cause it's growing real good, and you know, I don't need it, all of it right here. So I'm gonna chop this Cuban oregano up for some more nitrogen. So it's gonna be the last scoop of this compost I'm gonna put in this. So now I'm gonna keep y'all in the loop. I'm gonna water this in a second with some rainwater that we collected. But now check it, here go the compost. So you can see this is the old compost. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add to it using a layering method. 1/3 soil, 1/3 carbon, which is dead dry things like these leaves that I collected that fell off the tree from right over here. And this is nitrogen. You see, I showed you this, and then this is a watermelon that we ate. Those are the rinds chopped up. And we, you know, some etceteras, just things that went bad. So first thing I'm gonna do is dump a little bit of this soil on the bottom. Now, hold on, before I do that, let me show you. So notice there's holes poked in here. I drilled these holes for oxygen could get into the soil. And notice on the bottom, I cut them holes on the bottom. So when it's sitting on the ground, worms and bugs can get in and out of the soil, and it helps break it down and get it ready for growing these plants. So I'm gonna drop soil in here. Then I'm gonna add some of this carbon. Instead of throwing it away, you feel me? I had to break these leaves up anyway. Now I'm making soil for more plants. That's how we got this soil right here. Now I'm gonna do some nitrogen. Some more soil. I'm gonna layer it just like this. Some more carbon. More nitrogen. There go the watermelon rinds. I'm gonna drop right on them. Then more soil. All right, so now drop some more of this nitrogen. I'm gonna drop the rest of that and the rest of this right here. Then I'm gonna drop some more of these leaves. This is carbon. Probably as much as I can use until it breaks down a little bit. As it rains, this will break down and it'll sink down in and it'll start turning to soil. And then I'm gonna drop some more. Look at this, is an old cucumber that's just rotten. Just sitting on the counter. It's rotten fruit that we didn't get around to eating in time. These blueberries going bad. Drop them in there. So now that's gonna break down with that carbon real nice. You feel me? And the last piece of the puzzle is I'm gonna drop some of this soil on top of that. And that's a whole new batch of compost, y'all. So you see it was like this much compost left. Now we got a whole bucket and it's going, look at all these worms in here. So these worms are gonna start crawling around through this compost. They're gonna be breaking it down, eating. They're gonna get down to them watermelons and all of that. It's gonna rain and that's gonna break down in the soil that's nutrient dense. And you see what's going on. Now we got some rainwater that we collect when it rains. It fall off this roof. And now I collect this rainwater, and that's all I use for the plants. You can call me Jabez Mango Seeds. I got a goal to bring over 1 million fruit trees to America. I'm not playing. Also got a goal to be completely self-reliant and grow all the food my family needs. But look, this is some of the fruit trees right here. This is a mango tree. We got coconut trees, mango. This is a jackfruit tree right here. Avocado trees, mummy trees. We got noni fruit. We're gonna drop some of this water on top of here. And listen, man, the more I grow, the more I see. Everything I need is free. Them leaves was free. Them rinds we would have threw away, that's free. Them, the nitrogen that we got from these plants, free. This compost, free. This rainwater, free. All praises due to the creator of all things. All we gotta do is learn how to work with the elements. Prayers up, blessings up.